Hey guys, Igneo Gaming here, back for an updated Superheavy Samurai deck profile for when this video will be releasing, April 2016. So let's get into it, shall we? First off, I play 3 Superheavy Samurai Magnet because it's Magician's Valkyria and it lets you special summon, so why not? Next, 3 Soul Piercer. This is the searcher of the deck, and really great. Gives your monsters that can attack and defense piercing damage, so that's always nice. 3 Scales. Summons a level 4 below back from the graveyard. Summon out a Trumpeter. There's your rank level 6 Synchro. Sorry if this video is shaking, I'm using one hand. 3 Trumpeter. It is the best tuner we have, since it can special summon itself out when you have no spell or traps in graveyard. And this is a total of 40 monster deck, so you're going to be able to special summon it. Next, 3 Flutist. Flutist lets you, by tributing it, lets you summon a Superheavy Samurai from your hand. So that can get you into your big ones or into your scales. And say your opponent has some that'll target one of your monsters, Superheavy Samurai monsters, you can banish Flutist from the graveyard, negate and destroy that monster. 3 Soulfire Suit. I prefer Soulfire Suit over Soul Beads because Soul Beads needs it to be equipped and take up the spell trap zone where you could have other soul weapons and Susanoo taking spells and traps out of your opponent's graveyard onto yours. So it can also be used on your opponent's turn, so that's nice. Now on to the 2 ofs. I play 2 Big Banky. I don't like playing at 3. I can find that a bit cloggy because you're going to be playing 2 of the level 8 Pendulum, and there's 2 Giga Gloves. That's great. You use it to predict out your next couple turns, and it's great when you're taking direct attacks. That way you can reduce their attack points to 0 permanently, and that's always nice. 2 Battle Ball. Like 2 Battle Ball because 3 can become a dead draw if you have it. And I don't like it at 1 because you'll get it at the times when you don't need it. So, and you play it because most people will have level 7s, 8s, or 4s in their deck. Two Drum's great because it's a level 1 tuner, and when it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, it'll let you revive one of your Superheavy Samurais, which could be Scales, and then Scales bring back Drum. Yeah, and if your opponent ends their turn, they'll have to. That whole loop will just keep going. 2 Soulbuster Gauntlet. 3 is a bit cloggy. 1's not enough, so 2's a good amount for me because it is personally one of the best Superheavy Samurais I can think of because of its ability to double defense. Now on to Pendulums. You're going to be playing 3 General Coral for its Pendulum effect that'll give your monsters the ability to attack twice after they've killed one of your opponent's monsters. 2 Jade for its monster effect, because say you have Trumpeter on the field, you can, or in your hand, special summon Trumpeter. Since this only takes 1 tribute thanks to its effect, you can tribute Trumpeter, and then summon Trumpeter back from the graveyard using Trumpeter's effect. And then you can synchro into Susanoo. And onto 1 ofs. 1 Soulbuster Soul Claw. And 1 prep defense. I don't like prep defense that much, but that's just my preference. And Soul Claw because I like it because it can unequip from a Super Heavy Samurai and special summon itself onto the field. Get you those synchro plays you need. And on to the non-Super Heavy Samurais that are in this deck. I have 3 Swift Scarecrow. I prefer Swift Scarecrow over Battle Fader because for some reason whenever I get Battle Fader on the field, I draw into a Battle Ball. And you can't use Battle Ball's effect if you have a non-Super Heavy Samurai on the field. But with this, all you have to do is discard it from your hand when you're taking a direct attack, and it ends the battle phase. And with the release of Super Heavy Samurai Swordsman Musashi sometime in the future, you'll be able to recycle this back into your hand by summoning Musashi. And 2 Effect Veiler, 3 is Cloggy, and 1 isn't enough. So 2 is definitely great. Now on to Extra Deck. I play 2 Gigan X. You don't really need Gigan X. Well, I don't really go into it that often. But it's a great card to have because it'll let you search out any of your level 4 or below machines. And 1 Beast, Naturia Beast, because it's a good card to have against Pendulum. It's good to have a lot of against spell decks, and it's good for disrupting plays. 1 Armades. Armades isn't very good, but I just needed something to fill the spots until Musashi comes. So there's that. 2 Shooting Doji. I would play it at 3, but I don't have a third one on me, sadly. 1 Barkion. Barkion, same reason as Naturia Beast, and since that premium gold set just got released that had Dark Mirror Force in it, you're going to need to have Barkion in the deck to get rid of Dark Mirror Force, Solemn Warning, Solemn Strike, and all those pesky traps. 1 Clear Wing. Clear Wing to protect your synchro monsters like Susanoo O and Shooting Doji. Just more coverage for your monsters. Black Rose Dragon because Black Rose is a nuke, and I personally like it in a lot of my synchro decks that have the ability to use synchro in case I need something to clear the field. Stardust Spark. I would change this out for a regular Stardust Dragon, but I do not have a regular Stardust Dragon at the moment, so there's that. 1 Trishula. Trishula is a great card. I don't think I need to explain it. 1 QB because 2 is not really worth it, and you really only need 1. 2 Susanoo. Susanoo is my one of my favorite samurais because of its defense and its ability to take my opponent's spells and traps, and it's really easy to go into level 10 synchros in this deck, and it can attack 1d5.